Morning, tap the bakery glass with a spoon of pale gold light. Strawberries line the cream white tower, red buttons polished bright. The cake stand turned a careful inch behind the display case. A ribbon shadow crossed the frosting and rested near the lace. Flour dust floated near the doorway, then vanished in the sun, while the bell above the entrance practiced ringing just for one. The first slice left a narrow space where cream began to lean. A berry slipped against the plate and painted red on cream. The window gathered all that color into one small shining square, as if the morning found its doorway through the sugar in the air. Strawberry shortcake, layers bright with morning rain, cream between the folded sponge, berries keeping their red flame. Strawberry shortcake, on the turning cake stand light, a soft white tower with a ribbon of summer tucked inside. Cut a slice and watch it settle where the paper doilies glow. Strawberry shortcake lets the bakery morning open slow. The baker slid a cardboard box across the marble rail. A sticker wrinkled at the corner where the ribbon crossed the pail. Someone opened up a paperback beside a cup of tea. The bookmark leaned out halfway like it wanted cake to see. A fork made tracks through fallen cream near crumbs of golden sponge, and the rain outside the awning turned quiet one drop at once. The second slice stood slightly crooked, but the berries held their line. Cream caught light along the edges like paper folded fine. The glass case kept a trace of breath from someone looking through, and every red reflection found a softer shade of blue. Strawberry shortcake, layers bright with morning rain, cream between the folded sponge, berries keeping their red flame. Strawberry shortcake, on the turning cake stand light, a soft white tower with a ribbon of summer tucked inside. Cut a slice and watch it settle where the paper doilies glow. Strawberry shortcake lets the bakery morning open slow. A cake can hold a weather change in sponge and cream and red. Rain on glass, light on lace, a ribbon loosely spread. The smallest mark of berry juice stays bright beside the fork, and suddenly the morning has a place to start its work. Strawberry shortcake, layers bright with morning rain, cream between the folded sponge, berries keeping their red flame. Strawberry shortcake, on the turning cake stand light, a soft white tower with a ribbon of summer tucked inside. Cut a slice and watch it settle where the paper doilies glow. Strawberry shortcake lets the bakery morning open slow. A red mark dries beside the fork, the cake stand turns no more. Cream holds light along the slice, near crumbs by the bakery door. across the counter woke the cooling rack again. The meringue rose in soft white peaks with toasted tips of gold. A pie sat near the open window, letting citrus stories unfold. A whisk rolled once beside the bowl, then rested on its side, while sunlight found the lemon curd and made a place to hide. The fork drew through the topmost cloud, leaving valleys in the white. Steam slipped out beneath the sugar, carrying lemon into light. The tart edge held its golden circle firm around the softer glow, and every lifted meringue peak pointed where the morning wanted to go. Lemon meringue pie, bright curd under snowy peaks, a golden center waking up where the bakery window speaks. Lemon meringue pie, citrus ringing through the air, toasted clouds above the yellow, like a small sun resting there. Tap the fork and break the surface, let the lemon color rise. Lemon meringue pie turns the morning sharp and bright. The baker wiped the grater clean, but one yellow fleck remained near a sugar bowl with fingerprints and a ribbon loosely stained. A bicycle bell outside the shop skipped once through the street, while the pie cooled on its wire rack with warmth beneath its feet. Someone wrote the day's first order on a pad with rounded lines, and the lemon scent kept circling through the chalkboard special signs. The meringue leaned into shadow, then caught gold along the seam. Lemon curd beneath the crust glowed thicker than a dream. A silver fork beside the saucer held a dot of yellow shine, like the morning left its signature on the edge of breakfast time. Lemon meringue pie, bright curd under snowy peaks, a golden center waking up where the bakery window speaks. Lemon meringue pie, citrus ringing through the air, toasted clouds above the yellow, like a small sun resting there. Tap the fork and break the surface, let the lemon color rise. Lemon meringue pie turns the morning sharp and bright. Citrus knows how to travel from a peel to a silver spoon, from the rack beside the window to the chairs across the room. A crumb of crust, a yellow fleck, a white peak leaning high. The bakery keeps its brightness in the corner of the pie. Lemon meringue pie, bright curd under snowy peaks, a golden center waking up where the bakery window speaks. Lemon meringue pie, citrus ringing through the air, toasted clouds above the yellow, like a small sun resting there. Tap the fork and break the surface, let the lemon color rise. Lemon meringue pie turns the morning sharp and bright. A yellow fleck stays by the bowl, the fork keeps lemon on its time. White peaks settle into gold beside the cooling racks. Thin line. chocolate settled on the eclair in a dark and glossy line. The tray beneath it caught the cafe in a narrow silver shine. Cream stayed hidden in the middle, quiet under golden shell, while the curtains near the doorway moved as if they had a tale to tell. An accordion in the corner pressed one note into the air, and the little cafe chair held its shadow like a prayer. The chocolate kept the afternoon folded close along the top. A small reflection crossed the glaze, then vanished in a coffee drop. The shell was light beneath the knife. The cream waited out of sight. Some sweetness knows a softer door than standing in the light. Chocolate Éclair, dark glaze over golden air, cream tucked under pastry walls, waiting quietly there. Chocolate Éclair on a doily's paper lace, a secret line of sweetness in a slow cafe place. Break the shell and let it answer with a cream white hidden glow. Chocolate Éclair lets the afternoon speak low. The baker dusted sugar lightly on a row of empty shells. A ribbon curled beside a box where the paper corner fell. Someone turned a page nearby in a book with faded blue. The sentence paused above the saucer as if it wanted dessert too. A spoon lay bright beside the coffee with a thin brown crescent stain, and the street outside the window blurred softly after rain. The glaze held every passing shadow in a long espresso gleam. Cream beneath the pastry ceiling kept its small and folded dream. The doily bent at one white edge where the plate had shifted round, and the quiet in the cafe found a richer kind of sound. Chocolate Éclair, dark glaze over golden air, cream tucked under pastry walls, waiting quietly there. Chocolate Éclair on a doily's paper lace, a secret line of sweetness in a slow cafe place. Break the shell and let it answer with a cream white hidden glow. Chocolate Éclair lets the afternoon speak low. The sweetest part stays covered until the fork decides to pass. Chocolate light along the surface, cream beneath the glass. A coffee stain, a paper lace, a blue book opened wide. The cafe keeps its gentle charm in what it does not show outside. Chocolate Éclair, dark glaze over golden air, cream tucked under pastry walls, waiting quietly there. Chocolate Éclair on a doily's paper lace, a secret line of sweetness in a slow cafe place. Break the shell and let it answer with a cream white hidden glow. Chocolate Éclair lets the afternoon speak low. A streak of chocolate marks the fork. The doily curls beside the chair. Cream leaves one pale hidden trace inside the opened eclair.
The oven hung behind the kitchen with a low and buttery sound. Blueberries bubbled through the crust and stained the edges round. A flower handprint near the doorway leaned pale against the wall. The towel on the wooden chair kept one warm corner small. The cobbler tray came out uneven, golden hills and purple seams. Like evening found a country road inside the bakery steam. The berries broke beneath the crust and colored every crack. A wooden spoon beside the tray held purple on its back. Butter gathered at the corners where the pastry lifted high, and the kitchen light turned amber as the steam went drifting by. Blueberry cobbler bubbling under golden crust. Purple rivers through the pastry, warm with butter, flour, and dust. Blueberry cobbler in the kitchen doorway glow. A homemade kind of sweetness where the wooden spoons all know. Lift the tray and hear it whisper through the berry-colored steam. Blueberry cobbler turns the room into a country dream. The radio found a fiddle tune beside the cooling rack. A kettle tapped the stovetop twice, then slowly settled back. Someone marked a recipe card with a thumbprint made of blue and left it near the sugar tin like a note the kitchen knew. The window cracked a little wider to let the warm air roam, while crumbs along the tray's brown edge made the whole place feel like home. The crust gave way in flaky pieces where the spoon had pressed inside. Blueberry warmth climbed through the opening with nowhere left to hide. A purple drop slid down the handle, then paused before it fell, and the old clock over the flour tins kept the moment small and well. Blueberry cobbler bubbling under golden crust. Purple rivers through the pastry, warm with butter, flour, and dust. Blueberry cobbler in the kitchen doorway glow. A homemade kind of sweetness where the wooden spoons all know. Lift the tray and hear it whisper through the berry-colored steam. Blueberry cobbler turns the room into a country dream. The tray is never perfectly even, the crust breaks where it will. Berry juice runs past the border, and the spoon grows purple still. A flour mark, a recipe card, a towel on the chair. The kitchen keeps its welcome in the things left slightly there. Blueberry cobbler bubbling under golden crust. Purple rivers through the pastry, warm with butter, flour, and dust. Blueberry cobbler in the kitchen doorway glow. a homemade kind of sweetness where the wooden spoons all know. Lift the tray and hear it whisper through the berry-colored steam. Blueberry Cobbler turns the room into a country dream. A purple thumbprint stains the card, the spoon rests warm beside the pan. Crust flakes gather near the towel where the kitchen evening began.
Vanilla dots turned in the custard like small stars under cream. A copper pan held afternoon in one slow golden stream. The wooden spoon kept drawing circles, wide then close, then wide. Steam rose up along the handle and folded to the side. A clock above the flour tins forgot its hurried face, while the stove kept one low whisper in the warmest corner place. The surface thickened by the minute, leaving ribbons in the pan. Every turn of spoon and wrist made the golden center stand. A little vanilla freckle drifted near the edge of light, and the quiet kitchen gathered around that turning yellow-white. Vanilla custard, silk in a copper glow, spoon lines circling through the cream, where the sleepy ripples go. Vanilla custard, golden, thick and mild, a warm, slow river in the pan, turning gentle all the while. Keep the spoon in steady motion, let the steam draw rings above. Vanilla custard fills the room with something soft enough. The baker set 3 empty bowls beside a folded towel. A sugar jar caught honey light and held it for a while. Someone rinsed a whisk and left it shining near the sink, with one pale drop of custard still resting on the rim. The radio played a sleepy waltz behind the pantry door, and the pan kept answering softly with circles on the floor. The custard clung to the wooden spoon, then slipped back into gold. A ribbon rose, a ribbon fell in patterns warm and slow. The copper caught a lamp reflection, bent it near the flame, and every gentle turn below made the whole thing more the same. Vanilla custard, silk in a copper glow, spoon lines circling through the cream, where the sleepy ripples go. Vanilla custard, golden, thick and mild, a warm, slow spoon in steady motion. Let the steam draw rings above. Vanilla custard fills the room with something soft enough. The spoon knows where the silence thickens before the custard starts to set. Her wrist remembers every circle that the recipe forgets. Vanilla specks move like tiny lanterns through the yellow hush below, and the kitchen learns the comfort of letting one thing slowly grow. Vanilla custard, silk in a copper glow, spoon lines circling through the cream, where the sleepy ripples go. Vanilla custard, golden, thick and mild, a warm, slow river in the pan, turning gentle all the while. Keep the spoon in steady motion. Let the steam draw rings above. Vanilla custard fills the room with something soft enough. A pale drop holds to the whisk. The copper pan cools by the flame. Vanilla specks stay under cream, like little lights that keep their name.
The jukebox blinked beside the counter with a ruby little light. Cherry syrup kissed the crust edge and made the gold shine bright. The pie tin clicked on painted china when the baker set it down. A red stool turned a careful circle to the radio swinging sound. Steam slid through the crimped up board, thin as music leaving strings. And a cherry stain on the napkin looked almost like it could sing. The filling pressed against the lattice in a deep red shining line. Crust flakes fell beside the fork like sparks from borrowed time. The jukebox needle found the groove and the counter caught the beat. Cherry warmth moved through the room from the plate beneath the heat. Cherry pie, ruby filling under gold, a bright red rhythm in the crust with a story to be told. Oh, cherry pie by the jukebox light, fork taps, syrup shines, and the stools begin to glide. Slide the plate across the counter, let the red song come alive. Cherry pie keeps the diner dancing inside. The baker cut a fresh warm slice with the edge a little rough. Cherry juice ran down the side like the song had learned enough. Someone tapped a pencil softly on a paperback page. The chorus from the old machine stepped out across the stage. The coffee pot kept time behind it with a low and cheerful sound, while crumbs made tiny dance steps on the plate's blue painted round. The lattice held its golden pattern though the center opened wide. A cherry drop slid toward the saucer then stopped along the side. The red stool turned another inch, the jukebox hummed below, and every silver fork on duty caught a little crimson glow. Cherry pie, ruby filling under gold, a bright red rhythm in the crust with a story to be told. Cherry pie by the jukebox light, fork taps, syrup shines, and the stools begin to glide. Slide the plate across the counter, let the red song come dancing inside. The pie does not ask for a spotlight, it carries rhythm in the red. A syrup trail, a turning stool, a crumb beside the bread. The fork becomes a tiny drummer, the plate becomes a floor, and the jukebox keeps one cherry note behind the swinging door. Cherry pie, ruby filling under gold, a bright red rhythm in the crust, with a story to be told. Cherry pie, by the jukebox light, fork taps, syrup shines, and the stools begin to glide. Slide the plate across the counter, let the red song come alive. Cherry pie keeps the diner dancing inside. A red drop dries on the napkin, the stool slows down beside the rail. The fork rests near the lattice crust, still shining with a cherry trail.
Caramel slid along the pudding in a slow amber trail. The glass cup caught the afternoon and held it soft and pale. A spoon waited by the saucer with a syrup-colored shine, while the pudding gave a little tremble at the edge of golden time. The fan above the bakery turned once across the floor, and the caramel kept moving like it knew one secret more. The syrup found the lower curve and gathered near the rim. A glossy line of amber made the quiet glass grow dim. The pudding shook in tiny waves, then settled back to gold, as if the whole soft afternoon had learned a smoother hold. Caramel pudding, amber trails on cream, a glass cup full of golden hush, where slow reflections dream. Caramel pudding, soft wobble, syrup light, a little tremor on the saucer, turning afternoon bright. Let the caramel ride its curve down the side it chooses to take. Caramel pudding leaves a shining path awake. The baker lined the little cups in careful rows of three. One wore caramel on its shoulder like a ribbon running free. A folded paper bag nearby kept its corner standing tall. A teaspoon clicked against a cup, then forgot the sound at all. Someone watched the syrup falling through the glass and golden shade, and the old clock above the doorway slowed around the mark it made. A drop escaped the pudding cup and touched the porcelain blue. The saucer kept a honey ring where the spoon had wandered through. The Caramel thin to copper near the place the light came in, and the pudding held its softness underneath its shining skin. Caramel pudding, amber trails on cream, a glass cup full of golden hush, where slow reflections dream. Caramel pudding, soft wobbles, syrup light, a little tremor on the saucer, turning afternoon bright. Let the caramel ride its curve down the side it chooses to take. Caramel pudding leaves a shining path awake. The sweetest line keeps traveling long after the spoon is still. Down the cup, across the saucer, past the tiny porcelain hill. No ribbon tied it into place, no hand could make it stay. But the caramel found its own road through the quiet part of day. Caramel pudding, amber trails on cream, a glass cup full of golden hush, where slow reflections dream. Caramel pudding, soft wobbles, syrup light, a little tremor on the saucer, turning afternoon bright. Let the caramel ride its curve down the side it chooses to take. Caramel pudding leaves a shining path awake. A copper drop rests on the saucer, the glass keeps gold along its side. The spoon lies still beside the cup, where caramel learned to glide.
Rain-stitched pearls along the window, while the awning softly dripped. Apple steam slipped from the kitchen through a pastry golden lipped. The turnover held its folded seam like a letter sealed with heat. Cinnamon breathed along the counter, warm and brown and quietly sweet. A blue umbrella by the chair closed its ribs with one small sigh, and the bakery door kept shining with the street reflected high. The pastry fold began to open where the apple pushed inside. Sugar glaze caught cloudy daylight on the crimped and flaky side. A warm thread of cinnamon moved from tray to wooden spoon, and the rain on every window started tapping out a softer tune. Apple turnover, folded gold with apple steam, a pocket full of cinnamon warming through a rainy scene. Apple turnover by the doorway's silver blue, flaky edges, sugared corners, holding apple brightness through. Break the seam and let it answer with a filling warm and wide. Apple turnover keeps the rainy street inside. The baker brushed the pastry tops with an amber careful sweep. A chalkboard special leaned a little, like it almost fell asleep. Someone marked a paragraph beside a teacup rim, then paused above the printed line when the apple air came in. Puddles gathered near the curb in mirrors thin and gray, but the turnover on the tray kept folding gold into the day. The crust released a tender crack underneath the silver fork. Apple warmth rose through the opening like light behind the dark. A drop of glaze slid down the side and settled near the plate, while the umbrella by the doorway waited without weight. Apple turnover, folded gold with apple steam, a pocket full of cinnamon warming through a rainy scene. Apple turnover, by the doorway silver blue, flaky edges, sugared corners, holding apple brightness through. Break the seam and let it answer with a filling warm and wide. Apple turnover keeps the rainy street inside. The fold remembers every raindrop that the window tried to hold. Apple pieces pressed together under pastry turning gold. A chalk line, a closed umbrella, a spoon with cinnamon dust. The bakery keeps the weather in a crust that will not rust. Apple turnover, folded gold with apple steam, a pocket full of cinnamon warming through a rainy scene. Apple turnover, by the doorway silver blue, flaky edges, sugared corners, holding apple brightness through. Break the seam and let it answer with a filling warm and wide. Apple turnover keeps the rainy street inside. A glazed drop dries beside the fold. The blue umbrella leans alone. Apple steam fades near the door, where rain keeps silver on the stone.
Crystal dish on the silver cart, caught afternoon in pale gold. Peach halves rested in vanilla cream, soft, bright, and cold. Raspberry sauce drew a red ribbon down the ivory side, while hotel strings from the corner opened slowly like a tide. A folded menu near the spoon held one blue satin line, and the sugar tongues kept shining in the peach-colored light. The raspberry crossed the vanilla in a curve too thin to stay. Peach juice gathered at the bottom where the glass held back the day. The silver cart rolled half an inch, then settled near the chair, and every polished edge around it kept a little blush of air. Peach Melba, peach and cream and crystal light, Raspberry ribbon running red through a softly golden white. Peach Melba on the silver tea room tray, a cold sweet glow of summer in an elegant afternoon shade. Let the spoon find peach beneath it, where the red line turns to rose. Peach Melba leaves the room in graceful tones. The waiter placed 2 teacups down without a single clink. A calling card beside the vase kept its corner faintly pink. Someone turned the folded menu to the dessert page again, while the cream along the crystal held the quiet of the rain. Outside, the city hurried past with umbrellas, shoes, and steam, but the peaches stayed composed inside their silver-framed dream. A raspberry drop on porcelain made a small and vivid mark. The vanilla softened near the spoon as the strings grew warm and dark. The dish reflected ceiling lamps in tiny oval moons, and the peach halves kept their color like a song that leaves too soon. Peach Melba, peach and cream and crystal light, raspberry ribbon running red through a softly golden white. Peach Melba on the silver tea room tray, a cold sweet glow of summer in an elegant afternoon shade. Let the spoon find peach beneath it, where the red line turns to rose. Peach Melba leaves the room in graceful tones. The cart knows how to move quietly past the chairs and folded lace, carrying one blush of raspberry to its careful little place. A calling card, a spoon of cream, a peach half holding sun. The tea room keeps its manners, even when the colors run. Peach Melba, peach and cream and crystal light, raspberry ribbon running red through a softly golden white. Peach Melba on the silver tea room tray, a cold sweet glow of summer in an elegant afternoon shade. Let the spoon find peach beneath it, where the red line turns to rose. Peach Melba leaves the room in graceful tones. A red ribbon thins on crystal, the calling card stays pink. Peach light rests beside the spoon, where the silver card does not clink.
Boop bop bop boop bop 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 bop. The soda fountain hissed awake with a silver little cheer. A banana opened like a boat beside 3 scoops in gear. Chocolate made a winding road, strawberry drew a red reply. Vanilla held the center still under under cherry traffic sky. A paper straw leaned near the dish, striped like a marching band, and the checkered floor caught color from the glass in every hand. The cherry flashed above the cream like a tiny stoplight red. Syrup crossed from scoop to scoop where the banana boat was spread. The spoon tapped once against the dish, the jukebox clicked in tune, and every melting color there found a rhythm before noon. Banana split, 3 scoops in a bright parade, chocolate road and strawberry trail, vanilla in the shade. Banana split, cherry riding high, a soda shop rainbow in a dish, under jukebox sky. Let the spoon go around the colors, let the cool cream slip and slide. Banana split keeps the counter wide-eyed. The baker polished one glass dish with a towel tucked in blue, then set the striped straw straighter as the fountain whispered through. Someone laughed behind a paperback when the chorus jumped too soon. A chocolate drop marked the salsa like a bass note out of tune. The red stool spun a quarter turn, then rested by the rail, while melting rivers met together at the end of the banana trail. The strawberry ran toward the chocolate in a pink and brown duet. Vanilla softened into both without a single regret. The silver dish kept every streak like music drawn in cream, and the jukebox light kept blinking at the corner of the dream. Banana split, 3 scoops in a bright parade, chocolate road and strawberry trail, vanilla in the shade. Banana split, cherry riding high, a soda shop rainbow in a dish, under jukebox sky. Let the spoon go around the colors, let the cool cream slip and slide. Banana split keeps the counter wide-eyed. The dish becomes a tiny stage when the syrups cross the line. A cherry cue, a spoon tap beat, a straw tilted in time. Colors meet without a plan and make their own refrain. The floor keeps squares of daylight where the scoops begin to stain. Banana split, 3 scoops in a bright parade, chocolate road and strawberry trail, vanilla in the shade. Banana split, cherry riding high, a soda shop rainbow in a dish, under jukebox sky. Let the spoon go around the colors, let the cool cream slip and slide. Banana split keeps the counter wide-eyed. A cherry stem curls on the saucer, the spoon keeps stripes of cream. The banana boat sits half empty, under jukebox colored gleam.
Cinnamon spiraled through the dough in a brown and golden turn. The tray came warm from the oven, with edges starting to burn. Glaze waited in a small white bowl beside a pastry brush, while the kitchen window gathered sun in a honey-colored hush. A linen cloth covered rising dough near the flour tins in line, and the whole warm table carried the scent of sugar and pine. The spiral held its quiet center while the outer ring pulled wide. Butter shone along the ridges where the cinnamon could hide. A brush of glaze crossed over gold and settled in the seam. like a soft and sugared dream. Cinnamon roll, golden spiral, oven warm. Brown sugar tucked in every turn, glaze falling through the form. Cinnamon roll, round as a morning song. A little map of buttered roads where sleepy thoughts belong. Follow the swirl to the middle where the sweetest heat stays close. Cinnamon roll lets the kitchen morning rise slow. The baker brushed the shining tops with one careful silver stroke. A cloud of cinnamon lifted when the first warm edge broke. A pencil rested on a notebook near a half-drawn plan. The page curled at the corner from the heat beside the pan. Someone folded paper sleeves for the roll still cooling down, and the old radio played softly under every sugar brown. The glaze found every valley on the rounded cinnamon hill. A golden line moved inward and grew quiet and still. The dough kept all its patient work in layers tucked away, and the window light turned thicker around the tray. Cinnamon roll, golden spiral, oven warm. Brown sugar tucked in every turn, glaze falling through the form. Cinnamon roll, round as a morning song. A little map of buttered roads where sleepy thoughts belong. Follow the swirl to the middle where the sweetest heat stays close. Cinnamon roll lets the kitchen morning rise slow. The spiral does not travel far, but still it finds a way from flour on the wooden table to the first warm bite of day. A pencil mark, a paper sleeve, a brush with sugar shine. The morning keeps its patience in a cinnamon line. Cinnamon roll, golden spiral, oven warm. Brown sugar tucked in every turn, glaze falling through the form. Cinnamon roll, round as a morning song. A little map of buttered roads where sleepy thoughts belong. Follow the swirl to the middle where the sweetest heat stays close. Cinnamon roll lets the kitchen morning rise slow. A glaze line rests in the spiral. The brush lies quiet by the bowl. Cinnamon dust stays on the table where the warm tray left its glow.
Cocoa dust fell through the strainer over cream in evening brown. Espresso waited in a small cup by the saucer cooling down. Lady fingers lined the tray, then drank the coffee slow. Layer by layer, the little desert learned where the dark could go. A cafe lamp above the shelf lowered its amber eye, while a spoon beside the postcard held a coffee-colored sky. The cocoa settled on the surface like soft dusk over snow. Espresso reached the lower layers where the pale cream would not show. A corner table caught the shadow of the lamp and folded note, and the tray kept every quiet line that coffee ever wrote. Tiramisu, cocoa dust on cream, espresso under folded layers, darkening the dream. Tiramisu at the cafe's amber edge, a coffee-soaked little story, resting layer by layer. Lift the spoon and find the night held gently underneath. Tiramisu lets the evening breathe. The baker dusted cocoa twice with a careful turning hand. A brown cloud touched the table light, then settled where it planned. Someone wrote a postcard slowly with a fountain pen in blue, then paused above the final line, as if the cream paused too. The old accordion by the window kept its bellows folded tight, and the train outside the station passed like silver through the night. The cream held firm along the edge, but yielded to the spoon. Coffee shadows opened softly underneath the cafe moon. A speck of cocoa on the postcard looked like a place to start, and a cup of cooling espresso kept the night close to its heart. Tiramisu, cocoa dust on cream, espresso under folded layers, darkening the dream. Tiramisu at the cafe's amber edge, a coffee-soaked little story, resting layer by layer. Lift the spoon and find the night held gently underneath. Tiramisu lets the evening breathe. The desert keeps its darker places between the cream and cake. Coffee waits inside the layers for the quiet spoon to wake. A postcard line, an empty cup, a lamp when it does not explain itself. Tiramisu, cocoa dust on cream, espresso under folded layers, darkening the dream. Tiramisu at the cafe's amber edge, a coffee-soaked little story, resting layer by layer. Lift the spoon and find the night, held gently underneath. Tiramisu lets the evening breathe. Cocoa clings to the spoon, the postcard keeps one brown dot. Espresso cools beside the tray, where the cafe light forgot.
Raspberry circled the little tart in a ring of ruby light. Sugar dust caught on every berry like morning dressed in white. The pastry shell held steady with its fluted golden wall. A paper doily underneath lifted lace around it all. The cake fork flashed beside the plate with one polite bright spark, and the tart case turned the window into red notes after dark. The berries leaned against each other, keeping shape along the rim. A silver fork reflected red where the sugared edges slimmed. The tart shell kept its careful border while the fruit shone through the glaze, and every ruby circle there held the morning in a maze. Raspberry tart, ruby ring on golden crust, sugared fruit above the cream, bright with every tiny dust. Raspberry tart, fluted shell and cafe blue, a little circle of red courage looking freshly made and true. Touch the fork against the berries, hear the pastry answer clear. Raspberry tart brings the morning nearer. The baker turned the display tray until the red caught every pane. A ribbon slipped from a white box and curled like it could explain. Someone laughed behind a book at a line no one could see. The teacup chimed against the plate, then settled gracefully. A trumpet from the radio turned once around the room, and the raspberries in their circle kept their bright and tiny bloom. The glaze held sunlight on the berries in small uneven beads. A crumb broke loose from the pastry and followed where the fork leads. The doily bent at one lace corner, but the tart stayed round and proud, like a little red arrangement keeping color from the crowd. Raspberry tart, ruby ring on golden crust, sugared fruit above the cream, bright with every tiny dust. Raspberry tart, fluted shell and cafe blue, a little circle of red courage looking freshly made and true. Touch the fork against the berries, hear the pastry answer clear. Raspberry tart brings the morning nearer. A bright thing can be careful and still catch every eye. A berry ring, a fluted crust, a fork reflecting sky. The doily keeps its paper lace, the glaze keeps holding red, and the table learns a brave small shape from the berries overhead. Raspberry tart, ruby ring on golden crust, sugared fruit above the cream, bright with every tiny dust. Raspberry tart, fluted shell and cafe blue, a little circle of red courage looking freshly made and true. Touch the fork against the berries, hear the pastry answer clear. Raspberry tart brings the morning nearer.
A red bead dries along the glaze, the fork keeps one bright line. The doily curls beneath the crust, where the berries hold their shine.
Chocolate poured over vanilla in a velvet bending stream. The silver dish held every color like a cool and careful dream. A cherry leaned above the cream with its stem curled to one side. The paper straw beside the spoon kept a stripe of diner pride. Frost gathered round the glass rim in a thin and shining row, while the jukebox in the corner turned the evening blue and low. The chocolate found the cold white hill and traveled down in lines. Vanilla softened underneath, where the dark began to shine. A spoon made one slow silver mark through the melting edge of cream, and the dish reflected jukebox light in chocolate blue and gleam. Chocolate Sundae, dark ribbon over snow, vanilla melting into velvet under jukebox afterglow. Chocolate Sundae, cherry high and silver bright, a cool round dish of evening with chocolate drawing night. Let the spoon move through the center where the sauce and ice cream meet. Chocolate Sundae turns the counter smooth and sweet. The soda fountain breathed behind it with a soft metallic sigh. A napkin caught a chocolate drop that would not quite dry. Someone turned a paperback page beside the marble rail, then paused where the cherry shadow fell across the tail. The stools had stopped their spinning, the checkered tiles grew still, but the sauce kept making rivers down the vanilla hill. A red reflection crossed the spoon, then vanished in the brown. Frost thinned slowly near the rim as the cold dish settled down. The last white curve of ice cream held the syrup like a shore, and every little melting line opened one dark door. Chocolate Sundae, dark ribbon over snow, vanilla melting into velvet under jukebox afterglow. Chocolate Sundae, cherry high and silver bright, a cool round dish of evening with chocolate drawing night. Let the spoon move through the center where the sauce and ice cream meet. Chocolate Sundae turns the counter smooth and sweet. The dish keeps small reflections from the chrome, the straw, the light. A cherry mark, a chocolate curve, a spoon print soft and white. The sweetest part keeps changing shape before the last note ends. Ice cream, sauce, and evening blue all folding into friends. Chocolate Sundae, dark ribbon over snow, vanilla melting into velvet under jukebox afterglow. Chocolate Sundae, cherry high and silver bright, a cool
sugar smooth and sweet. A chocolate line dries on the napkin. The cherry stem curls near the spoon. Vanilla leaves a pale white ring beneath the jukebox moon.
Honey fell across the cake in a thin and golden thread. The reading lamp beside the table warmed the page ahead. A teapot breathed beside the books with a porcelain little sigh. And dust moved slowly through the light like amber passing by. The baker cut a careful slice where the crumb held soft and tight. A drop of honey reached the plate and caught the afternoon bright. The honey line crossed every crumb, then settled in the seam. A bookmark leaned between two pages, half awake inside a dream. The teacup held a circle stain beside a penciled word, and the cake kept all its sweetness quiet enough to be heard. Honey cake, golden thread on tender crumb, a reading light, a teapot breath, a page still warm and young. Honey cake by the shelf of quiet blue, a small amber road across the slice, leading afternoon through. Let the fork lift crumb and honey where the margin notes remain. Honey cake turns the table soft again. Someone wrote a little sentence on the corner of the page, then stopped to watch the honey move across its golden stage. The spoon rang once against the cup and left the room more still. A book spine bent beside the plate like it had read its fill. The window held a pale blue square above the sugar tin, while the honey on the cake kept drawing sunlight in. A crumb fell near the notebook and landed by the line. The honey made a small bright map across the cake's soft spine. The teapot cooled by 1 degree, but kept its quiet steam, and every folded page nearby turned warmer at the seam. Honey cake, golden thread on tender crumb, a reading light, a teapot breath, a page still warm and young. Honey cake by the shelf of quiet blue, a small amber road across the slice, leading afternoon through. Let the fork lift crumb and honey where the margin notes remain. Honey sweetest line is not a ribbon tied around a perfect thing. It slips across a broken crumb and makes the quiet cling. A penciled note, a cooling pot, a book left open wide. The afternoon keeps honey on the page it placed aside. Honey cake, golden thread on tender crumb, a reading light, a teapot breath, a page still warm and young. Honey cake by the shelf of quiet blue, a small amber road across the slice, leading afternoon through. Let the fork lift crumb and honey where the margin notes remain. Honey cake turns the table soft again. Honey dries along the fork, a crumb rests near the penciled line. The teapot cools beside the book, still holding amber in its shine.
Shoe shells lifted in the oven, round with pockets full of air. Golden tops began to whisper to the butter-scented square. The pastry bag waited open with a silver tip of cream, while the cooling rack below them held the morning like a dream. Powdered sugar near the sifter drifted once across the tray, and a little hollow pastry made the light look less afraid. The shell cracked at the thinnest place where warm air used to hide. Cream pressed gently through the opening and brightened it inside. The sugar fell in quiet weather over every golden dome, as if the bakery ceiling had learned to make a little snow. Cream puff, hollow shell with morning air. Cream tucked into golden rooms, light enough to float there. Cream puff, sugar dust on lifted dough. A tiny cloud of pastry with a soft white heart below. Fill the shell and watch it rise past the edge of ordinary stuff. Cream puff keeps the bakery light enough. The baker squeezed the pastry bag with a careful, steady hand. A white curl formed beneath the top like foam along the sand. Someone drew a cloud shape lightly next to their name in blue, then brushed away a sugar dot before the ink was through. The paper box stayed open with its corners folded wide, and the rack of little cream puffs looked ready for a ride. A puff leaned on another one, then settled back in place. Cream showed at the narrow seam like a smile across its face. The sifter clicked against the bowl and left a snowy sound, while every hollow golden shell held sweetness without weight around. Cream puff, hollow shell with morning air. Cream tucked into golden rooms, light enough to float there. Cream puff, sugar dust on lifted dough. A tiny cloud of pastry with a soft white heart below. Fill the shell and watch it rise past the edge of ordinary stuff. bakery light enough. The pastry learns its shape from air before the cream arrives. A shell must hold a little space for sweetness to survive. A paper box, a sifter, tap a cloud beside a name. The smallest hollow thing can carry more light than it can claim. Cream puff, hollow shell with morning air. Cream tucked into golden rooms, light enough to float there. Cream puff, sugar dust on lifted dough. A tiny cloud of pastry with a soft white heart below. Fill the shell and watch it rise past the edge of ordinary stuff. Cream puff keeps the bakery light enough. Sugar dust rests on the rack. The pastry bag lies folded down. One cream white seam stays open on a shell still lightly brown.
Chocolate layers rose in the case, under curls of winter cream. Cherries crown the darkened top, like red lamps in a dream. The pastry glass held evening close, with a velvet kind of shade. A silver knife beside the plate waited where the candle played. Cream drew pale waves down the side between the cocoa lines, and every cherry kept its color under low patisserie signs. The knife pressed into chocolate where the cream had made a seam. Dark crumbs gathered at the edge of a porcelain-colored dream. A cherry leaned against the frosting, leaving red along the white, and the cake held back the evening in its layered black and light. Black forest cake, chocolate night and cherry flame. Cream curled through the shadowed layers, calling each red lantern's name. Black forest cake at the candle-colored pane, a velvet slice of midnight with soft snow in every vein. Cut through dark and cream together, let the cherries keep their glow. Black forest cake makes the quiet table low. The radio played a trumpet line near the closed notebook spine. A ribbon tucked between the pages held the place in faded wine. Coffee steam beside the saucer thinned into the darker air, while the cake fork caught one crumb and kept it shining there. Outside, rain silvered every stone past the window's narrow frame, but the chocolate in the glass case stayed deep and warm and tame. The cream softened at the corner where the fork had passed through.
through. A cherry stain on the porcelain turned the candlelight to blue. The notebook ribbon barely moved when the doorway breathed again, and the layers kept their shadow like a song behind the rain. Black forest cake, chocolate night and cherry flame, cream curled through the shadowed layers, calling each red lantern's name. Black forest cake at the candle-colored pane, a velvet slice of midnight with soft snow in every vein, cut through dark and cream together. Let the cherries keep their glow. Black forest cake makes the quiet table low. The cake keeps all its depth and layers, chocolate cream and cherry red. A folded ribbon marks a story that the notebook has not said. Rain on stone, a trumpet low, a candle near the knife. The sweetest dark can hold a room without asking for more light. Black forest cake, chocolate night and cherry flame, cream curled through the shadowed layers, calling each red lantern's name. Black forest cake at the candle-colored pane, a velvet slice of midnight with soft snow in every vein, cut through dark and cream together. Let the cherries keep their glow. Black forest cake makes the quiet table low. A cherry stain stays on the plate, the notebook ribbon rests in wine, cream holds dark along the fork where the candle leaves one line.
Coconut toasted on the tray in tiny golden peaks. The open window brought a breeze that brushed the paper sleeves. A seashell on the sill held still beside the flower tins, while sunlight caught the rough white edges where the coconut begins. The baker turned the cooling rack a quarter toward the door, and every toasted little mountain kept its shadow on the floor. The coconut edges browned uneven like sand warmed by the sun. A paper bag beside the counter opened wider one by one. A breeze slipped through the bakery and lifted sugar from the tray, then left a pale sweet weather where the warm crumbs lay. Coconut macaroon, toasted peaks by the open door. A little bakery shoreline on a cooling rack once more. Coconut macaroon, golden edges, snowy threads, a soft sea breeze of sweetness where the paper bag is spread. Let the crumb fall rough and tender, let the window carry blue. Coconut macaroon brings the seaside into view. baker counted every piece into a bag of cream, twisting paper at the top like tying up a dream. Someone drew a tiny boat on a napkin near the tea, then brushed a coconut flake aside to make the little sail free. The radio found a nylon string and let it drift along, while the curtain near the window kept moving with the song. A toasted crumb clung to the napkin near the boat's uneven line. The seashell caught a piece of light and held it like a sign. Coconut scent moved through the doorway, soft and warm and dry, and the bakery turned a little toward the blue outside. Coconut macaroon, toasted peaks by the open door, a little bakery shoreline on a cooling rack once more. Coconut macaroon, golden edges, snowy threads, a soft sea breeze of sweetness where the paper bag is spread. Let the crumb fall rough and tender, let the window carry blue. Coconut macaroon brings the seaside into view. The shore is only suggested by a shell, a breeze, a crumb, a napkin boat with crooked lines, a curtain moving some. No wave needs to enter, no gull has to appear. The coconut keeps its island in the toasted edges here. Coconut macaroon, toasted peaks by the open door, a little bakery shoreline on a cooling rack once more. Coconut macaroon, golden edges, snowy threads, a soft sea breeze of sweetness where the paper bag is spread. Let the crumb fall rough and tender, let the window carry blue. Coconut macaroon brings the seaside into view. A coconut flake stays on the napkin, the shell keeps light along its side. The curtain lifts once near the window where toasted crumbs remember tide.
Gave one soft shake and sugar climbed the air. A donut rolled against the fold with a white ring everywhere. The coffee pot behind the counter bubbled low and bright, while a nickel spoon beside the cup caught a dusty stripe of light. A newspaper opened on the table with yesterday half read, and sugar settled on the headline like snow that lost its thread. The donut turned inside the bag, leaving sweetness on the seam. A pale print marked the paper where the golden circle leaned. The coffee steam moved upward past the sugar-speckled view, and the morning found a rhythm in the crumbs the bag let through. Sugar donut, white dust on a golden ring, a paper bag of morning with the coffee starting to sing. Sugar donut, soft round edge and powdered light, a breakfast circle rolling through a diner awake and bright. Shake the bag and hear it whisper, let the sugar drift and land. Sugar donut puts the morning in your hand. The baker folded sugar cloud rose from the counter and disappeared around. Someone wrote a small reminder on the margin of the news, then brushed a powder trail aside to make the letters move. The red stool stood in easy rows along the checker floor, while the donut left its circle near the cup forevermore. A sugar mark crossed the napkin in a soft, uneven line. The spoon rang once against the mug and brightened 9:30. The back kept one warm hollow where the donut used to stay, and crumbs along the paper fold made a map across the day. Sugar donut, white dust on a golden ring, a paper bag of morning with the coffee starting to sing. Sugar donut, soft round edge and powdered light, a breakfast circle rolling through a diner waking bright. Shake the bag and hear it whisper, let the sugar drift and land. Sugar donut puts the morning in your hand. A round thing can't begin the day without a ribbon or a crown, just paper folded at the top and sugar falling down. A headline blurred, a spoon made bright, a coffee bubbles tune. The diner keeps its easy start in powdered light before noon. Sugar donut, white dust on a golden ring, a paper bag of morning with the coffee starting to sing. Sugar donut, soft round edge and powdered light, a breakfast circle rolling through a diner waking bright. Shake the bag and hear it whisper, let the sugar drift and land. Sugar donut puts the morning in your hand. A white ring stays on the paper, the spoon keeps sugar near its side. Coffee steam thins by the window where the folded bag rests white.
Almond Biscotti tapped the cup with a crisp and careful sound. Espresso lifted dark warm steam where golden crumbs fell down. The tiled floor held morning blue in little squares of light. A cafe chair leaned by the wall as if it knew the route was right. Two biscotti in a paper sleeve waited under twine, while the brass clock over the counter marked the edge of 9:30. The first bite broke in clean, dry lines and scattered almond gold. A crumb slid toward the saucer, past the coffee getting cold. Steam crossed the notebook cover and softened one drawn road, while the biscuit kept its crispness where the morning gently showed. Almond biscotti, crisp note by the coffee steam, a golden almond edge beside a half-drawn travel dream. Almond biscotti, paper sleeve and cafe blue, a thoughtful little crunch where the morning finds its view. Dip the edge and hear it soften in the espresso's darker tune. Almond biscotti starts the road before noon. Someone opened up a notebook with a fountain pen in hand, then drew a crooked arrow toward a station far from land. The waiter stacked the saucers in a patient porcelain line, while one almond flake on the table caught a small brass shine. A spoon rang once against the cup, then rested near the map, and the biscotti left its crumbs like footsteps in a gap. They dipped and darkened slowly where the coffee climbed the grain. A tiny crack along the biscuit held the warmth and lost the plane. The notebook page stayed open to the road that turned away, and the cafe kept its blue tiles bright beneath the day. Almond biscotti, crisp note by the coffee steam, a golden almond edge beside a half-drawn travel dream. Almond biscotti, paper sleeve and cafe blue, a thoughtful little crunch where the morning finds its view. Dip the edge and hear it soften in the espresso's darker tune. Almond biscotti starts the road before noon. A journey can begin with crumbs beside an empty cup, with one small arrow on a page and a chair not yet stood up. The biscuit breaks, the coffee darkens, the blue tiles hold the line, and something in the morning starts packing itself in time. Almond biscotti, crisp note by the coffee steam, a golden almond edge beside a half-drawn travel dream. Almond biscotti, paper sleeve and cafe blue, a thoughtful little crunch where the morning finds its view. Dip the edge and hear it soften in the espresso's darker tune. Almond biscotti starts the road before noon. An almond crumb stays by the map, the pen rests open dark with blue. Espresso cools beside the sleeve where the drawn road waits in view.
Maple syrup crust the pancakes in a slow amber stream. Butter softened at the summit like a square of morning cream. The griddle side behind the counter, warm and low and wide. Coffee curls climb past the window with the sun tucked close inside. A fork waited near the napkin with its silver tines aglow, while the stack kept every circle in a gentle golden row. The syrup found the pancake edges and slipped from round to round. Butter made a shining doorway where the warm top settled down. The plate held all that morning weight as softly as it could, and the maple line kept traveling through the breakfast-colored wood. Maple pancake, golden stack in coffee light, amber river down the edges, butter melting into bright. Maple pancake, round by round the morning grows, a griddle warm little skyline where the Sunday sweetness flows. Slide the fork beneath the layers, let the syrup find its way. Maple pancake turns the breakfast room today. The baker flipped one perfect circle with a silver little turn. The pale side met the griddle and learned how gold can burn. Someone drew a tiny road on yesterday's folded news, then left a drop of maple where the pencil line ran loose. The cups chimed softly near the rail, the plates stood warm in line, and every window in the diner held a square of sunny shine. A syrup bead reached the paper beside the little road. Butter slid along the stack and lightened every load. The fork broke through the tender edge where the steam was hiding thin, and the pancake layers open like a morning folded in. Maple pancake, golden stack in coffee light, amber river down the edges, butter melting into bright. Maple pancake, round by round the morning grows, a griddle warm little skyline where the Sunday sweetness flows. Slide the fork beneath the layers, let the syrup find its way. Maple pancake turns the breakfast room today. The stack keeps all its circles like small horizons on a plate. Each layer holds a little warmth the fork can separate. A pencil road, a maple bead, a butter square gone thin. The diner keeps a morning trip before the wheels begin. Maple pancake, golden stack in coffee light, amber river down the edges, butter melting into bright. Maple pancake, round by round the morning grows, a griddle warm little skyline where the Sunday sweetness flows. Slide the fork beneath the layers, let the syrup find its way. Maple pancake turns the breakfast room today. A maple bead dries by the news, the fork rests warm beside the plate. Butter leaves a golden shine where the pancake circles wait. A spoon tapped caramel lightly with a tiny crystal sound. The sugar shell held candlelight until the top broke down. Vanilla cream waited underneath, smooth, pale and warm, while the little torch on the counter slept beside its amber storm. A lace cloth framed the dessert plate near a sugar bowl of white, and the window kept the evening blue around the golden light. The crack ran through the surface like a map of melted glass. Caramel shards leaned at the edges where the silver spoon had passed. The cream below stayed quiet, holding vanilla close and deep, as the candle bent above it with a flame too small to keep. Crème Brûlée, caramel shell and candle glow, a golden crack across the top, with vanilla waiting low. Crème Brûlée, sugar glass and velvet cream, a quiet flame above the spoon, opening an amber dream. Tap the surface, hear it answer, let the soft beneath come through. Crème Brûlée keeps the evening warm and blue. The baker held the tiny torch with a careful, steady hand, watching sugar turn to bronze across the shallow land. Someone closed a travel book with a bookmark still inside, then left it near the desert spoon as if the road could rest tonight. The curtains barely moved at all, the brass note on the radio stayed, while the caramel on the cream kept shining where it was made. A broken shard of sugar caught the lamp in amber lines. The spoon sank through the softer place and brought up cream that shined. The travel book kept one corner bent beside the candle flame, and the desert held two textures without needing them the same. Crème brûlée, caramel shell and candle glow, a golden crack across the top with vanilla waiting low. Crème brûlée, sugar glass and velvet cream, a quiet flame above the spoon opening, an amber dream. Tap the surface, hear it answer, let the soft beneath come through. Crème brûlée keeps the evening warm and blue. The sound arise before the sweetness, a small clear break of gold. Then the spoon finds something tender that the surface had to hold. A torch mark, a folded bookmark, a sugar shard gone thin. The table learns the pleasure of letting someone gently in. Crème brûlée, caramel shell and candle glow, a golden crack across the top with vanilla waiting low. Crème brûlée, sugar glass and velvet cream, a quiet flame above the spoon opening, an amber dream. Tap the surface, hear it answer, let the soft beneath come through. Crème brûlée keeps the evening warm and blue. A sugar shard rests by the spoon. The travel book stays closed and near. Vanilla marks the silver edge where the candle keeps one tear.
Gingerbread cooled on the table with its little windows white. Icing climbed the cookie rooftop like a line of winter light. Molasses warmed the bakery air with cinnamon close behind. A tiny door of sugared brown waited for a storyline. The baker set a chimney on with careful fingertips, and a gumdrop path went wandering past the frosted window strips. The icing held the cookie walls where the corners almost leaned. A sprinkle caught the lamplight in a red and silver sheen. The whole small house stayed standing on a plate of paper snow, while the oven kept remembering how ginger starts to glow. Gingerbread, cookie walls and icing eaves, a tiny house of spice and warmth where the stories softly breeze. Gingerbread, molasses brown and sugar white, a little roof of winter in the bakery's golden light. Place the door and dust the chimney, let the gumdrop pathway bend. Gingerbread builds a warm place at the end. Someone drew a crooked cottage on a brown paper receipt, then matched it with a cookie roof and laughed at both complete. The brass bell over the front door gave a small old-fashioned ring, while cinnamon crossed the counter like a song on careful wings. A ribbon waited by the boxes curled beside a wooden tray, and every gingerbread window made the afternoon look like play. A candy bead rolled near the plate, then stopped beside the door. The icing made a snowy edge across the cookie floor. The receipt kept its little drawing with one roof line out of place, and the bakery held a storybook in sugar, spice, and space. Gingerbread, cookie walls, and icing eaves. A tiny house of spice and warmth where the story softly breathes. Gingerbread, molasses brown and sugar white. A little roof of winter in the bakery's golden light. Place the door and dust the chimney, let the gumdrop pathway bend. Gingerbread builds a warm place at the end. A house can be made from sweetness and still know how to stand, with icing at the corners and spice across the hand. A crooked roof, a candy road, a bell above the door. The smallest story on a plate can make a room feel more. Gingerbread, cookie walls, and icing eaves. A tiny house of spice and warmth where the story softly breathes. Gingerbread, molasses brown and sugar white. A little roof of winter in the bakery's golden light. Place the door and dust the chimney, let the gumdrop pathway bend. Gingerbread builds a warm place at the end. Icing dries along the roof, a candy bead stays by the door. The receipt keeps one small cottage where the crumbs remember more.
Strawberry milkshake filled the glass with a pink and frosty glow. A striped straw leaned at an angle where the whipped cream curled like snow. Condensation wrote small rivers down the soda fountain side, while a cherry on the cloudy top held its red with diner pride. The counter shone in pastel light beside the silver rail, and the glass kept turning colder like a sweet and secret tale. The straw made circles in the shake and pulled the pink below. Whipped cream slipped along the rim in a soft and melting row. A drop ran down the outside, then paused above the chrome, as if the glass had found a way to keep a summer home. Strawberry milkshake, pink glass in the soda light, cream cloud drifting at the top, cherry holding bright. Strawberry milkshake, striped straw, silver shine. A pastel little whirl at the counter's curved line. Let the straw draw up the sweetness, let the cold glass sing awake. Strawberry milkshake turns the booth to Strawberry Lake. The mixer hummed behind the counter with a round and gentle spin. A spoonful of strawberry syrup left a rosy trail within. Someone folded up a napkin into a tiny paper fan, then set it by the milkshake glass where the cool pink river ran. The jukebox blinked a soft blue square across the marble white, and bubbles near the whipped cream caught the corner of the light. The paper fan picked up a chill from the glass beside its fold. The cherry shadow crossed the cream and made the pink look bold. The straw bent slightly near the top but kept its bright red line, while the soda fountain hummed along in silver cream and shine. Strawberry milkshake, pink glass in the soda light, cream cloud drifting at the top, cherry holding bright. Strawberry milkshake, striped straw, silver shine. straw draw up the sweetness, let the cold glass sing awake. Strawberry milkshake turns the booth to strawberry lake. The sweetest color in the room is not the loudest thing. It waits inside a frosty glass and moves when straws begin. A paper fan, a cherry stem, a blue square on the cream. The diner keeps a pink small world inside a silver dream. Strawberry milkshake, pink glass in the soda light. Cream cloud drifting at the top, cherry holding bright. Strawberry milkshake, stripes, straw, silver shine. A pastel little whirl at the counter's curved line. Let the straw draw up the sweetness, let the cold glass sing awake. Strawberry milkshake turns the booth to strawberry lake. A pink line rests inside the straw. The paper fan stays near the glass. Whipped cream melts beside the cherry, where the soda lights drift past.
The last slice waited in the case under one soft bakery light. Cream still held a golden crumb at the closing edge of night. The chairs were folded by the wall in a careful wooden row. A paper box lay open wide where the counter lamp fell low. Rain drew silver on the window with a quiet, steady hand, and the last slice kept its sweetness like it somehow understood the plan. The baker wiped the marble clean around the plate's small trace. A ribbon rested near the box with one curl out of place. The light above the pastry case grew softer on the glass, and every crumb along the counter felt like part of something past. Last slice of cake, waiting in the closing glow. A paper box, a ribbon curl, and rain against the window. Last slice of cake, cream and crumb in amber light. The little ending of the day still tasting warm and bright. Fold the chairs and lower the sign, let the quiet come awake. Last slice of cake keeps a small glow for the way. The baker wrote a thank you note on a square of paper cream, then tucked it by the cardboard fold as gently as a dream. The doorbell slept above the frame, the broom leaned near the door. A brass spoon in the sink still held one shining drop or more. Outside the street was blue with rain, but the shop stayed honey warm. And the last slice in its little box carried shelter through the storm. The ribbon crossed the paper lid in a soft diagonal line. A crumb stayed near the thank you note like a dot after a sign. The window blurred the passing cars into ribbons red and gold. The bakery kept its final light from feeling tired or cold. Last slice of cake, waiting in the closing glow. A paper box, a ribbon curl, and rain against the window. Last slice of cake, cream and crumb in amber light. The little ending of the day, still tasting warm and bright. Fold the chairs and lower the sign, let the quiet come awake. Last slice of cake keeps a small glow for the way. Some endings come with lowered lamps and footsteps swept away. Some carry cream on cardboard folds to meet another day. A ribbon curl, a thank you note, a window silver lined. The shop can close its little door and leave a light behind. Last slice of cake, waiting in the closing glow. A paper box, a ribbon curl, and rain against the window. Last slice of cake, cream and crumb and amber light. The little ending of the day, still tasting warm and bright. Fold the chairs and lower the sign, let the quiet come awake. Last slice of cake keeps a small glow for the way. The sign turns over in the door, the chairs rest close along the wall. Rain keeps riding on the glass, while the box holds one light for all.